Magandang umaga ho sa lahat. And Father, thank you for remembering gender balance in this Women's Month. Generational balance din po. Ako po ay buhay na nung EDSA. At ngayon po ay, ayun na nga, nakabaston paminsan-minsan, hindi naman lagi. Puti na ho ang buhok, pero lumalaban pa rin dahil hindi tapos yung laban. At siguro yun nga yung kailangan nating laging namnamin ngayon, na hindi talaga pwedeng maging kumpiyansa sa ating mga nawawagi. Kailangan laging bantayan. Kailangan laging alalahanin kung ano ang ipinaglaban, na marami ang namatay, marami ang nagdusa. Kailangan inaalagaan at binabantayan lagi. Nung EDSA po, ang aking bunsong anak ay 2 years old at napakasaya ko. Nasabi ko, yung bunso ko, 2 taon lang doon sa malagim na panahon. Pero ito po umuulit. Ngayon meron po akong apo, 10 years old. Kaya po yung lola nandito pa rin. At kaya po yung lola nakikipagkapit-bisig sa mga apo, sa mga anak ng iba-ibang mga nanay. Marami ang nagdusa sa ilalim ni Duterte. Dahil yung laban hindi tapos hanggang ang bawat Pilipino, ang bawat bata ay magkakaroon ng kinabukasan na pwede niyang ihugis sa kanyang pinakamagandang paraan. Ito pong araw kahapon, maraming tawanan, nagsayaw pa nga kami, pero umiyak rin. At laging iniisip yung araw kahapon ay lalong-lalo nga para sa mga biktima. Yung mga kwento nila na kailangang ikwento ng ikwento, huwag kalimutan. Dahil yun po yung nagiging sakit yata natin. Nakakalimot, madaling makalimot. At yun ho ang dapat hindi na natin payagan muli. Ang ating dapat talagang pag-isipan, paano ba from this point ituloy na ang laban ay hindi na babalik muli doon sa ating dinaraanan. If I may, I will just also read the statement of Tindig Pilipinas, an organization, a coalition of coalitions. Ilang hubs ba kami? Maraming hubs po yan. May political, may party list, may mga civil society organizations, iba-iba ho, na itinayo nung si Duterte ay inelect. Precisely dahil alam na kailangan maraming itutulak, maraming ire-resist. At na tuloy ho, hanggang ngayon ho ay buhay. At ito po yung statement, if I may just read it. As a formation that has from the very beginning and consistently condemned the extrajudicial killings perpetrated under Duterte's drug war, who worked to oppose it, who called attention to and gave succor to the plight of the victims and their families, we are happy over the arrest of the former president under the authority of the ICC today. We are aware, however, that Duterte continues to be a divisive figure. It is a time for caution and sobriety. We are ready to prove that Duterte did indeed commit crimes against humanity. Duterte has said it himself. On this we can agree. Let the process proceed with haste, impartiality, and sobriety. Let the evidence speak for itself. It is the only way forward to end the national division on the issue. International laws and standards that make the ICC process legitimate in the eyes of the world. You cannot harm and kill people on the basis of suspicion and hatred. If one were at all to apply the death penalty, one follows the rule of law. It is a fundamental moral code that has underpinned all the major religions and political philosophies for centuries. Duterte has said it himself. On this we can agree. Let the process proceed with haste, impartiality, and sobriety. Let the evidence speak for itself. It is the only way forward to end the national division on this issue. In the meantime, we in Tindig Pilipinas welcome and celebrate the beginning of accountability and justice. For now, we celebrate, pero tuloy-tuloy po ang laban. Maraming salamat po.